Hello, I'm Nancy Alexander with Ladybug Wreaths. I bet you don't know where I am today. Well, I'm here with Stacy and we're at one of my secret vendor spots. I brought two of my wreaths that I had made with supplies that came from this location. So Stacy is going to take us through their warehouse that is just packed. You won't believe how much stuff they've got. And we're going to show you some of the special treats that they have that you'll be able to order after you get my secret vendor list. Okay, here we are inside. You can see boxes everywhere. You can see glittering, sparkling Christmas stuff, ribbons, picks, flowers. There's Stacy. He's going to be showing us around today. This is a busy day for them. They're selling all of their Christmas supplies. Everybody's here wanting to buy wholesale. So Stacy's going to show us some of their most popular items. Okay, Stacy, we are over in the side of your warehouse that's got ribbon behind us. And we've got, oh, how many rolls of deco mesh have you got? How many patterns?
We've probably got somewhere around probably 35 to 40 different patterns of the mesh.
That is amazing. And we've got the large rolls here, which is, this purple is actually what I used in the wreath that I was holding at the door when we came in. But just tell me a little bit about this and why do you use a piece so long, so wide?
Well, in folding up the mesh, most people fold it up to gather it up. So it also gives you opportunity, once you folded the mesh up, this length gives you opportunity to actually widen it out on your wreath. And
so you just kind of get it and pull it out, and that makes it really full and pretty, like
you can fluff up,
like on some of these wreaths behind us.
Right. Make the poofs a little bit bigger if you want to, once you fold it up like that, to actually pull it apart.
Yeah. Okay. And you've got some more down this way. This is a beautiful purple. This is my favorite. We've got the red with the green stripe that Stacy designed himself, and green and red. You call this foil, don't you?
Right. This one here is a new one they've done this year, which has just got a little bit the metallic. I don't know if you can see on the video, but the metallic is a little bit wider in it. So, and even when you're actually using this wider stuff, it's a lot more body to it. So.
Oh, that's good.
Sometimes it's good. They're easier to work with. Makes it a little bit easier. And this newer stuff we did here has a lot more metallic-y. So if you're metallic, I guess you would say. So if you're lighting it up, it makes it shine a lot more. It gives you the better look when you're putting the lights or whatever in it, adding it to it.
And ladies, this glittery, sparkly, shiny, metallic foil look is exactly what you want. It's going to really glow and sparkle on your front door, and then when you put lights underneath this mesh, it is unbelievable. Let's go over here and look at some more of these patterns. This is a wreath like Stacy was just talking to me about, and it's made with the really wide deco mesh, and you can tell how you can spread it out once you've tucked it in and twisted these little wired pieces around it. This is a beautiful wreath. And Stacy's got some more deco mesh right here for us. And I'll let you explain the difference. This is just
some of the new stuff they've done for this year. And actually this has all metallic. So a little bit more expensive, but you get that much more glitz, that much more look out of it. But it is a little bit more expensive. But a lot of people like the glitzy look, so a lot of people are going to some of the more fancy look. Plus, one thing good about some of the ones that's got more metallic in it, you don't actually have to add as much to it. You actually get a great look.
Yeah, that's great. I love this one. This one's very, very pretty. You were telling me about the garlands. Is this something new?
This is something, yeah, actually they done this year. Same idea. It's got your little ties on it. And use it in the same way. Starting out with your mesh on this end, just twisting it and kind of folding it under the same way. And we'll show you one in a minute that's already done. But what they do with this is just, you can do it two ways. You can run one on top if you just want it for a garland, or you can run it back to back if you want a real big garland, or as I've done in my house, I take one, cut it off, make a mantle swag with it, where you start off with a big poof in the middle, and then kind of come down and drape it down and put your lights in there with it. Makes a great mantelpiece.
Yeah. I want y'all to know, I heard a story about Stacy a little while ago. He's not a designer. That's okay. He's not a designer, but he has a knack for deco mesh. And he has been putting some wonderful things together, some really different and exciting things. He's doing a really good job.
And what we here show the, this is actually the wreath that I use. It's got the ties on them that we use to make the deco mesh. This just makes it a little bit easier. It's already got your ties in place where you want them to be. And we just take with this and we just run on the outside. If you're making a wreath, you can do one round around the outside and then one round around the inside. And you know, and some people actually will make 2 rounds around the inside and 2 rounds around the outside if you want it a little bit bigger. It takes about 1 row of mesh to be able to do 1 wreath. And
well, that's a good idea. That makes it much simpler.
yeah,
Now for mine, I did mine a little bit differently, and I just did mine on a regular green Christmas wreath. But if you're wanting just the deco mesh to show and more of it, then you would definitely want this form. And you can tell that this is a very busy place. You keep hearing the phone ring and buggies zooming around past us and announcements. But that's okay. That's good for them. I'm glad.
yes, it's a busy time of the year for us. Always from November, getting close to Thanksgiving. This is for the wholesale end. This is the busy time of the year. So
And that's
when you
great.
got to make your money.
And I was here 3 weeks ago. Their stock has totally changed since I was here. I can't believe it.
Yeah, we're getting stuff in every week. New stuff coming in. We've already got spring stuff that's starting to hit. Containers coming in. We're actually putting back. We're not putting out yet because we just don't have room trying to get the Christmas out. So we'll have all new spring stuff come in, new spring mesh, new spring colors will be coming in the next 4 or 5 weeks. Also new spring ribbon and different stuff will be coming in the next 2 or 3
You have
weeks.
to plan way ahead.
Yeah, in the import business, you stay about 6 months ahead.
Yeah, you do. You do. And I'll tell you again, ladies, if you want to know the very best place with the very best prices to buy deco mesh, ribbons, and some more things that we're going to show you, it's in my secret vendor list. Okay, we're back. While Stacy was out getting one of these pretty deco mesh wreaths that they've already put together, I've been running up and down the aisles gathering stuff that we can stick in a deco mesh wreath so we can show you kind of what it looks like. And Stacy, you picked out a big cluster of red berries. Tell us how you put those in there.
Actually on these, what I actually do on these is actually pull the berries off and glue them on the tops of the wreath. So we got all colors. We got reds, we got lime greens, silvers,
Neat.
mixed colors. And also I got here is another thing we actually do is just take the picks and you can just shove the pick down in the wreath and the pick won't actually pull back out. Instead of having the hot glue, you can just actually put a pick in it. So that's another idea. And we got a lot of different kind of picks here, probably 100 different kind of picks that you can actually use at least.
And Stacy was telling me a while ago that because of the nature of this mesh, any of these stems that you stick down through the ribbon, they have rough edges on the ends, so they're not going to pull back out. And you really don't even have to glue if you don't want to, and that's great. Now I want to show you some of the other things that we've picked up. Now, I'm sure, knowing me, y'all know I would want something really wild coming out of my wreath. So I would put some of this in there with some of the pieces flowing out the edge, or some of the red would look better. They have so many stems of leaves and flowers and berries. Now, not only would these look good in the deco mesh wreath, but they'd look good in the everyday green wreaths. No, not everyday. They're Christmas green wreaths too. But we're concentrating on deco mesh right now because this is their best seller for the Christmas season. So I wanted you to know where you can get your mesh, where you can get all these beautiful fillers and berries. And these, have you done any with these funky colors?
Oh yeah,
Stacy?
we did some, actually when we're doing the mesh, like with these colors, I'll actually try 4 different colors in the mesh. So in other words, you might start out with a fuchsia,
Yeah.
then go to a blue, then to a lime, then to a yellow or something. Then that way kind of gets you something for, like, if you're looking for something for a kid's room, or if
That's
you just like, a lot of
neat.
people just like these colors for Christmas, but also I see a lot of this done for actually for kids' rooms,
Yeah.
girls or boys or.
Well, I was going to say, you know, the teenage girls now and the girls that are just starting college, they love this stuff. I mean, I would use this year round in their rooms, and they love these sparkly colors. They love the limes and the pinks.
I actually even had a lady came in here yesterday. She was actually for they was decorating for school, and they were actually just using this to drape down in the school for an event at school. So that's.
And yeah, that's a wonderful idea. And also, I have used this in a Christmas tree. The first year y'all came out with it, I found some here, and it was the purple that I still had some left that I brought my wreath and showed you today. I draped it through a Christmas tree, and oh, it was beautiful. So you can fill up a Christmas tree, and he's got a neat idea of making a deco mesh tree out of a tomato cage.
Actually out of tomato cage. And you wouldn't believe when you're wrapping this stuff, and it's the same idea with this, you see this twist look going through a Christmas tree. It's amazing for the money. 2 or 3 rows of this will go around a big Christmas tree, and for the money, you've got a great look once you get done with the tree. And when you put the lights on the tree shining through the mesh, it looks like something you're going to see in your belts or, you know, your nice high-end Macy's stores that you don't have that much money in.
And you don't even really need many ornaments at all in there.
No.
If you've got the deco mesh and all the sparkles and maybe a few berries or a few leaves, look how pretty those look together. You can fill up your tree with deco mesh with several different colors and some of your more narrow ribbons, and their ribbons are unbelievable, just row after row after row of all different types of ribbons. We've even got the garlands, all the glittery leafy garlands, and with berries too. Now these are really economical if you want to get a lot of something. Cut this up, put it in your deco mesh wreath, or drape this through your Christmas tree with the deco mesh also. Next, I think we're going to go over and look at your aisle that you've got the ornaments on. A lot of different
ornament balls that you can actually use in with this also.
Yeah, and again, if you get the secret vendor list, they have a new website. It has just been put up this week.
Just got up actually Wednesday.
That's great, and they're really excited. I've talked to Laurie in the office, and she is very, very busy trying to get a few of their thousands of items listed. But you will also get the address to their website, so you can order from anywhere and get all of these beautiful materials. Okay, we're over here on another aisle. Well, they have several aisles of ornaments, all different shapes and sizes. What kind do you have there, Stacy, that you like to use in the wreath?
This is actually one of the wire balls. We have this in probably 4 or 5 different sizes and probably 8 to 10 different colors. But I love these when we're making up the wreath. You can actually just kind of shove them in. You can see how it gives you a good look. And you can use, like I say, we've got several different colors, and you can use this on the mesh. You can use this on your trees or whatever else you want to use them on with the wreaths, like you do. You can use them on the wreaths too. So
I love these. These are really neat, and they're sparkly. And if you these type things, if you have, when sunlight hits your door during the day, all of this is going to sparkle. If you put a spotlight on your door for Christmas at night, it's going to really sparkle. You're not going to believe it. And they have all different shapes and sizes of balls and ornaments. Now this, I would put in a wreath because I make them a little wilder and fuller. A lot of people would want to stick with just some of the smaller sizes, and that's fine too, but you've got so many different shapes and colors and sizes. We've got copper and lime green and purple and gold and silver and red. And as you can see on down the aisle, there are just tons of ornaments that you can put in the deco mesh wreaths or in your regular green wreath or on your Christmas tree. The choices here are unbelievable. You could just order from, is there anything else you'd like to say, Stacy?
Well, also, you know, we have all different kind of candy cane pieces, like if you're looking for something to make candy cane wreaths, or they use, a lot of people are using the, can't even think of the name of it now, my mind's went blank.
Gingerbread?
Gingerbreads, there we go. A lot of people are using the gingerbread pieces to go into the wreaths, candy canes, different stuff like that. And we also have the candy cane forms. If you're making a candy cane, actually you can use the mesh and make a piece that looks like a candy cane.
I saw one of those the other day. Yeah, those are neat.
Those are neat, and we got a lot of pieces that actually that goes with that too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's great. And I noticed when we came in, I noticed all your candy cane stuff, and that's new. It wasn't here 3 weeks ago.
Right. a lot of new stock that's coming in every week, and we've got so much stuff at this point we can't even actually get it all out. So when you come in, you're probably going to see different stuff every time you come in.
Oh, I know. And this is only one warehouse. How many more warehouses do you have?
We actually have 3 other places besides this when you actually shop. We got one that has nothing but baskets in it. We have one that has PVC furniture, also has you know, our everyday stuff that we may not can keep out in here in that building. May have fall pieces that we've done kind of put up, but actually you can actually still see. So we have 3 other buildings that's packed full baskets to anything else.
And they are packed full. I've walked through them. I had to see what all was in all that I could get through.
And actually, we also carry all the floral supplies. If you have a florist, you're looking for stuff, oasis, you're looking for picks, steel picks.
Yes, you're right.
Anything that you would need for a florist, glass, any kind of glass that you could imagine, vases if you need something to decorate in. We carry all that too.
They do. They have everything. And they have been calling Stacy and paging him ever since we started. And I've got an empty buggy right there waiting for me to fill it up. So it's been nice talking to you today. And again, you can find out where Stacy is located when you buy my secret vendor list. Thanks. Bye.